Small Doctor Show, the TV show to help you feel better about yourself, but also to criticize by denouncing socio-political facts from all over the world. And now, our credo in 30 seconds. Small Doctor Show believes in democracy and individual freedoms. We believe that all human beings are born free and equal and are totally identical in their essence, regardless of the color of their skin. What is most important in the human being is not his gender, but rather his heart. Same with religion. I therefore prefer a good, generous and compassionate atheist instead of a so-called Christian who goes to church every day but who remains racist, mean, xenophobic and above all, contemptuous. There you have it all figured out, and now you know who we are. Embrace your destiny is our theme of the day. According to me, there are two universal conceptions of destiny. Let's see them in detail. First, the majority live a life of conformity. A shitty life, our life. And they rent a small apartment where they live alone or a family house, forced to work hard to make ends meet for decades. They dream of things but which, for the most part, remain unachievable. For them, destiny is what they experience. They don't go far to try to understand anything, except that nature for some does things itself. And besides, there are those who have understood that they have a particular destiny. Some have already embraced it and others are still trying to discover it. Well, you understood that today's show is for those who want to see things change in their lives, and of course, in a positive way. I think everyone here on earth has at least one talent, something special that they know how to do more than the others. But we will come back to this a little later. I offer you 4 steps to embrace your destiny. The first one, discover your talents. For me, this corresponds to the famous know thyself of our dear Socrates. For Socrates, to know oneself is to know how to give the best of ourselves. But how? I will help you with some valuable tips. First, the positive judgments of others. If you have a talent that you don't know, to reassure yourself that you have it well, think of each time you are congratulated or applauded by everyone, at home with friends or at work, and it's worth it even for the things you consider simple. Second, make a list of what you like to do and find your strengths and where you are weak. And finally, a talent is not an isolated act. It is reproducible and even easily. It reproduces frequently throughout life. If I succeed once in a cheese soufflé or a statistical problem, I don't necessarily have a talent as a cook or a mathematician. But if every week I cook a souffle to perfection, or if I solve a difficult equation, I can say that I have a talent. So the talent is partly innate. So, what do you know how to do in life? Apart from sleeping, eating, going to work or school, and everything that follows. Yes, everything that follows, and that we don't name, of course. If you have this talent, then it is to be exercised only in intimacy. Otherwise, you could end up in the... So, what else can you do? It can be in any field: sport, music, painting, literature, dance, theater, cinema, and so on. You necessarily know to do something better than other things, and perhaps better than many people. That's talent. So why not develop it? I still remember this young girl who knows how to do beautiful braids, but who every time I see her complains that she does not have a job. Instead of creating your own business using your talent, are you looking for a job that will exhaust you, so that in the end you earn a pittance? So there is the problem. So you have succeeded in this first step. You discovered your talent. Well done. But it is not over. It is not over. Which takes us to the second step: practice in secret. Before even working on the discovered talent, you must set a goal related to this talent. The question to ask is therefore, what do I intend to do with my talent? For example, if you discover a great talent in painting, you should not seek to develop this talent and never exhibit. You must visualize your dream now. Why not aim for exhibitions in New York or other major cities around the world? If that's too big of a dream for you, you won't get there. Dreaming big isn't bad. You have to aim further and believe that you will get there. Let me tell you about a story from the Bible. Yes, the Bible. Just a story. The story of David. David had honored his fighting art in secret. He had killed a lion and a bear by hand, but no one knew. I quite like this story. And one day, when he was in front of a giant, he trusted him because he knew that he had already had to do greater exploits. So, practicing in secret will give you a lot more confidence. So, you can go to the next step, which is believe in your destiny. Believe in your destiny. You can't embrace a destiny you don't believe in. You have to detach yourself from fate and say, I want it up like this. I want it up like this. The dream never expires as long as we live. And that reminds me of an exceptional historical figure named Hannibal. and I developed a concept called Hannibal's dream. The general Hannibal, this Carthaginian, actual Tunisia, has gone down in legend as the one who nearly caused the downfall of the Roman Empire. A tactical genius, some of his battles are still taught today in military school. At the Battle of Cannae, Hannibal defeated a much larger army from Rome. This battle is considered one of the most successful tactical maneuvers in military history, and in terms of casualties, the bloodiest battle on the Roman side. Hannibal was far from Rome. He even ignored the realities of the road that leads to Rome. In Tunisia, he could not see Rome, but he visualized his dream. The last step to embrace your destiny is to break down barriers. Our dreams are shaped by our beliefs, our origins, and our knowledge. This is why it will be difficult for someone who is not open to current events and the world to visualize big. You will then find great footballers, but who have never left the small town and don't even dream of leaving. Or a talented singer who only thinks of playing in his neighborhood, and so on. Alongside, there are also those who are limited because of beliefs. In some part of the world, success is frowned upon. It is associated with occultism. There are major blockages. In some other countries, for example, we see talented women who cannot express their talent just because religion forbids them. To embrace your destiny, you have to go beyond all that. You have to break down the barrier and fly free. So, that's the end of this issue of Soul Doctor Show. Embrace your destiny was the main theme. Soul Doctor Show is a TV show that deals with themes related to everyday life. The show also makes socio-political criticism by defending freedoms to strengthen the practice of true democracy. This is a show that tackles serious themes of psychology and politics, but with a certain dose of humor. Here we are! Find Soul Doctor Show on YouTube, Soul Doctor Show TV, and on Twitter, Lino Soul Doctor. Be well and own the world. Thank you. Bye.